So just
Just so we've got what we behave
Oh
ourselves.
yeah, I just forgot to put my mic down again, like usual.
So does that mean we've got to behave ourselves now?
Yeah. If you start swearing, you have to pay.
Oh, piss flat.
Oh come on, fuckface. Stay with the rules.
Where I'm from, we have no rules. Swearing's like the national pastime in the UK.
That's quick. First euro right there.
Probably it's probably jogging.
Could be. Could be somebody else.
It could be.
Yeah. I'm gonna put some links out there. 1 second.
Go on, Seb. Spread yourself around.
Ah, you like it when I do that, don't you?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
By the way, Poplink is screwed. Why is that?
Poplink is screwed. Screwed.
How did you join the?
I click the link in the top chat.
It's not working.
It's not
It doesn't seem to be, no.
strange.
I came through the chat one instead.
Gonna change that then.
You made it home, Seb.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks. Oh.
Sounds like a shitty day.
Oh yes, that was definitely a shitty day.
Friday always is, actually. Right, Gav.
Not bad yourself.
Good, good. Congratulations on last week, mate.
Cheers. It was a bit of a nice wee surprise. I mean, obviously I entered anyway, but only entered kind of on a bit of a whim. I don't build stuff particularly for competition or anything, so I thought, what the hell?
Good to get,
See
good to
how
get a
it's.
mention, surely.
Well, that's the thing. It's just kind of about seeing, like, getting some kind of actual sort of, somewhat official sort of thing of how, kind of how does my stuff stack up against others. I mean, the general consensus is not overly well, but I mean, to place. I mean, I think to get anything out of the armor, out of the main armor category was pretty good.
It was well enough for someone to notice, though, wasn't it?
So look at this. Look at this for a sad sight. Look at this. Ziggy. Ziggy.
I just tried the link chalk and it just worked.
It wasn't just now, but it looks though it is now because what did they call it, something?
Look at this sad little thing.
What did he do?
He was
Is it licking? Is it?
No, he was at the vet today to get his balls chopped off.
Ah, okay.
So he's got this cone on it.
Cone of shame.
He looks ridiculous. It's funny as fuck.
You tight bastard having his balls cut off.
Oh dear. You're alright, pal. You're alright. Not be for long.
Can you imagine if that was a human practice?
I know, right?
There'd be a lot of us walking. Do they give out collars as well?
Yeah, stop you bending down. Licking.
You tell all the blokes with big cocks then, can you?
You want to know, don't you?
You're funny.
Well, that thing is clean again. Finally. Been a while.
We're not talking about cocks, are we?
I was just thinking that. I was like, we moved on the conversation here.
I'm not looking at the screen, so I was just wondering.
Right, are you going to actually jump up on the windowsill without killing yourself? Probably not.
Let him try, you know.
The windowsills are not very wide.
You would be surprised what cats land on.
Kind of got a parachute around his neck, though.
Yeah, he does, yeah. It's funny when he tries to put his head places where he normally would and suddenly realizes that he can't reach. His head won't go where it used to. Well, stop climbing on my bike. Thanks. An asshole.
No one else around then. No one else bored enough.
No, not yet. It's just
Go and
us.
stop climbing on that. It's got oil on it, you nugget.
I'm not. Might still come. So. Oh,
Okay.
there's the other board one. There's Mickey.
Hey!
Hey!
Fucking hell. Alright, Mickey.
How are you?
Good,
Not
good,
bad.
good.
How are you?
I'm a little concerned, mate. I thought you were a lager man, not a wine merchant.
Mickey, as long as it has alcohol, he likes it.
I was just going to say I'm an alky, it doesn't matter. It's Friday, it's beer night.
Speaking of which, I may go and furnish myself with one.
You're gonna burnish yourself with one?
Furnish.
I think that's called tarnishing, though.
Yeah.
Furnishing, I said.
Oh, sorry.
Surely Mr. Schoof must have a beer on the head by now.
What do you think I'm drinking?
Hands of reassurance, Michael.
Oh, fucking made it. Let's see how long he lasts up there before
Yeah.
it falls off.
Nope, someone else.
What? What do you want?
Oh, I thought you were Kiwi Adam then.
I didn't see him. He might have. He needs two attempts. Sometimes he needs two attempts.
It might be me saying something. Not that I sound like a Kiwi, but
You're talking to the cat in a Kiwi accent, Gavin.
I was talking to the cat. It may have been unintentionally somewhat.
Oh, that may have been it then.
He's practicing for when the missus gets his a kid. Him a kid, not his. Him.
Hey, you look ridiculous. Ha ha ha.
You know what a cat thinks now, don't you? Just you wait, human. Just you wait.
You did this to me. I'm thinking of things I'm going to do to you.
Just think. Paws. Nails. Ball sack.
Well, I ain't got one of those anymore.
No, but Gavin does.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, what? I'm muting my mic. He's just ridiculous because he's trying to put his head in places where he normally would. I think he's getting his head caught up with the thing. He keeps trying to climb on the bike as well.
Is he not noticing that there's something else missing?
Who is?
The cat. I was wondering if it's not noticing that something's missing.
No?
Apparently he's had a pain relief injection or something, so like he may not notice for a while.
All right, his eyes are cut at the moment.
No, he seems all there, but apparently he gets given an injection that's like 24-hour pain relief or something. So we'll see how he is when that wears off.
Fucking hell.
That's why we got him done today, was so that we then had the full weekend where we weren't out of work, because he's in the house on his own all day when we were out of work. So it was probably best to get him done on a day that we could at least then just keep a wee eye on him over the next couple of days, make sure he is all right. Doesn't end up with any kind of delayed after effects of being under the anaesthetic and stuff.
My cup your bone was missing.
I know. Sorry.
Ugh.
Hopefully he's young enough to not even really have realised that they were even there.
And again, he just thinks, oh, you just wait, human.
4 o'clock in the morning. I've had a sarcastic night on Facebook tonight. It's been quite funny.
Yeah.
Been quite fun.
What did I miss?
Nothing. I've just been leaving little sarky comments on things I've been coming across.
You're trolling.
It's like what trolling is, isn't it? I thought it was just boredom.
That's also a possibility. So let's change out that seal, because I think it's pretty much gone.
See, I'm going to giveaways tonight, then, sir.
No, I'm just gonna call my sponsors and tell them to hurry the fuck up with the prizes they promised me. Because they're behind. They're behind on payments.
Liam will be on later.
Sorry?
Liam will be on later.
Could be, yeah. He still owes me that. He still owes me that $1.
Are we live?
You're live on Channel 4. Please do not swear.
What are you doing, Mickey?
Sorry?
Noise for sound effects. Is that you?
It's not me, mate.
He wouldn't dare.
I haven't got one of those fancy phones.
Bodily functions, only.
Bodily functions. Do you have fancy bodily functions?
If I could produce sounds like that through my arse, I'd be a very rich man.
You insinuated as much last week, I think.
Sorry, what did you say, Jockey?
Nothing of any importance.
I was playing with my fancy phone.
Oh, for a fancy phone.
Yeah, that thing that's not made of a broken piece of fruit.
Mine's 2 tins and a bit of string.
And I have a potato as well because I have a powered one.
This plane is rather big.
Gav, are you joining the unworthy body build later on?
The white one.
The Russian body build, the unworthy body build.
I hadn't really thought of it because I don't. Do I have anything Russian? Well, yeah, maybe, but the only thing I could really enter was without buying anything, which I kind of don't want to do this month because I'm. Oh no, sorry, I do have. Oh, I'm talking bullshit. I might do. Could do.
But you're
I've
telling
only-
you're
I've
going to tell. Yeah, tell us.
Well, I've only got
You
a
know.
choice of two because I was sitting here thinking that the only one I had was this Scud, which I'm frankly scared to start. And it might be something that lasts a bit longer. How long are you doing it for?
3 months.
Yeah, maybe. But I do also have the Trumpeter 2S7.
See, no problem.
Could do that one. So yeah.
But
I mean,
just
I was
remember,
kind of quite happy.
it's not really worth joining.
Well, that's very true.
But then again, it's not a group build either.
It's a let's. Is it a let's all watch Mike build stuff?
No, it's just an unworthy body build.
I've seen the video.
Yeah, no, I could do. I did just start that Lightning, just but I've decided I want to buy a resin cockpit for it because aftermarket yo, and so it's kind of on hold till I can actually get a hold of some aftermarket for it. I really need to get this bit finished.
Is that one for the museum, Gav?
Yeah, and I mean, not that there's any deadline for it as such, and it is one I'm just donating to him. But
Just wondering if it's one you were doing for the museum.
yeah, it is.
Cool.
But I kind of do want to get it finished soonish. I did say I would build it for him, so I kind of need to get it finished. Thank you.
So just the
but
one
I
you're
got
doing,
the-
or more?
Well, at the moment, yeah. I mean, I offered to do kind of whatever ones he wanted doing. He has got some models already from another guy, but they're kind of already existing ones that are built. And I think they're effectively kind of just on loan for display for a while. Whereas the idea with these ones is that they're done in museums, so they would be, they'd be owned by him and whatever. This first one I'm doing I'm just going to donate to him for it as a first one purely because I had the kit anyway, and that kind of gave me a reason to actually build it, I suppose, as well. So I'm going to try and finish this up soonish. Luckily, right for going to town on some really nice effects and stuff on it because it's quite big, but it's going to be displayed kind of like up among almost like not up among the rafters, but it's going to be kind of up at ceiling height, which is kind of why I suggested to him. He doesn't know much about it, but it's why I suggested to him that 30-second scale stuff would be a little better, because at least it would give a chance of people to be able to see at least what the thing is from down below. Especially since a big chunk of the visitors to his museum are possibly likely to be older people whose eyesight might not be that great. And they're kind of genuine things to consider. That there was no point hanging 70-second things 10 feet up in the air.
Careful, depends what you consider as older people, though.
People with glasses.
But I'm not going to bother kind of doing a kind of a particularly super detailed paint job on it. In fact, I might not really even bother doing any kind of real panel fading and stuff, because you just won't see it from where it's going to be displayed. So it would be pretty much a waste of my time as much as anything.
Oh, but we'll know, Gaff, we'll know.
I mean, I'll probably do something, but I'm not really going to kind of go to town on that side of things with it, because, as I said, it won't be seen. So,
So what's he after? Like silhouettes from hanging from the ceiling, or?
Well, so it's kind of hard to explain, but like it's one of these. It's like a church hall kind of style place. So it's got kind of a vaulted sort of ceiling, and you can see the trusses that support the roof, and there's space. So you have all these kind of roof beams going across at ceiling height, and
it's open beyond that, yeah.
Yeah, it's open beyond that, and you can see the beams and stuff. So he had thought to fill some of those spaces up between the kind of the triangular kind of gaps up and along the trusses, and with some aircraft kind of suspended there, which I think is quite a good idea. But as I said, it's when you're walking around on the museum floor level, that's like 10 feet above your head almost. So
yeah, people don't look up very often, I must admit.
People don't look up, but he's done his museum in such a way that there is quite a lot of things kind of up above and stuff. So it does draw your eye up. So I think they will be seen. But as I said, from 10 feet away, up in the air, especially when they're suspended, chances are, unless he suspends them at a kind of an angle which you can see the top side as well, then you're really only going to see the undersides mostly. So
just a suggestion. Sounds to me as like you could do like if you sort of made some clouds out of cotton wool and shit, you could do like dogfighting scenes up there, just to give it a bit of interest.
Yeah. I mean, I'll leave that stuff up to him, But,
yeah.
I mean, I'm doing the Spitfire, although the wheel wells are free at the moment. That's only so I could actually make sure there was paint inside the bits you end up seeing when the wheels are still up. But I'll be doing this one gear up and stuff, so it'll be in flight, which is a bit different for me. I don't normally do aircraft like that, but it's kind of quite refreshing and a little bit quicker to do it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do a good job for him and stuff, but I think there's possibly not much point going and doing things like some streaking and chipping and panel fading and all these things, because you just won't see them.
No.
It would just be, that would just be a waste of my effort, really. I mean, I know it was there, but it's a slightly different thing.
So he kind of doesn't know what he wants to do. He kind of doesn't know what he wants to do up there.
Yeah. So I'm just masking off some of the undersides so I can actually get the camel painted on this. I got the underside painted the other day. So it'll get a wash, and I'll maybe do some kind of slightly. Spitfires were quite known for having kind of very obvious oil streaks and stuff underneath them. So I might do some of that, because if you're seeing it from underneath, chances are you might well see that. So.
So you got a website, Gav?
Yeah, if you let me just check. He's got a Facebook page. So if you check on Facebook for Military Museum Scotland, you'll see it. I don't know if he's got an actual website. Let me just check. No, I don't know if he's got that many photos of his. No, he doesn't have his own actual website, but he's on Facebook. So it's Museum Scotland, Military Museum Scotland, SCIO.
So not the National War Museum.
No, that's
There's a
part
crowdfunding
of
thing.
it. Yeah, that's probably for us. You'll get it on Facebook.
Just on Google. Military Museum Scotland.
Get that link in the pop chat, Ian.
Gonna make it see.
Oh yeah, he's built a World War One trench outside. That's quite cool.
Yeah, that's the link I'm looking on Crowdfunder. Same emblem. On the 20th of August 2016, we successfully raised £20 with one supporter in 56 days. Ouch.
I mean, he's not been going for very long.
So it's a private thing then?
Oh, it's literally it's one guy.
Right.
It's one guy's kind of long-term passion, if you like. So this guy, this guy Ian, he's called Ian as well, actually, who runs it. He's a Royal Artillery veteran himself, as was his father, and he's always had an interest in military history and stuff, and so he went and worked for Centre and stuff for quite a while after leaving the military. But what he did on the outside, like on the side of that, was he had, just through personal interest, had accrued a huge collection of various military artifacts and uniforms and all this kind of stuff, the stuff you see in museums basically. And he started doing a thing called, and he still does it actually, called the Mobile Military Museum. And what that is basically he goes round to whoever books him and sets up a museum for a day, wherever he's paid to do it, and that was
schools and shit.
Yeah, he goes to schools a lot. He goes to British Legions. He goes to care homes. He had it set up at an air show last year I was at. I saw him there. And the whole idea of it was basically to document and to provide access to the kind of military history of Scotland. Now, it's not necessarily just anything Scottish, but it's kind of more focused around the whole kind of British military, the Navy and the RAF and stuff, but kind of especially through their links to various things in Scotland, but not exclusively so. And it's actually because we don't have, well, we kind of do have a National War Museum, but it's not really very big, and it's not anything like, say, the Imperial War Museum in London kind of idea. It's quite a much smaller affair. It's a little museum in Edinburgh Castle, actually. And there's quite a few regimental museums around. So there's an Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders Museum in Stirling Castle. There was a
Black Watch one somewhere.
There's a Black Watch one somewhere, I think. Yeah, and there was I think there was a Royal Scots Dragoons and Scots Greys museum in Edinburgh Castle, which possibly is the one that's become more known as the National Museum. So yeah, he set up. He was always intending to set up this kind of permanent museum as well, and so that's what he's done with this. Is he has the use of this hall at it's actually on the site of the Scottish War Blinded Centre.
Yeah, I'm looking there.
And so he's filled that with his stuff. I mean, it's really good. It's not a huge place, but he's kind of limited a bit by the space he was able to get, and he was searching for ages to find a suitable.
Is it the one with the green sort of steel structure, or is that something else? There's photos on the website of a hall with green steel beams, columns. Or is it the one with the lower ceiling with a wood floor? No.
Yeah, it's got a wooden floor.
He doesn't know, Chucky.
No,
I have been there. I have been there several times. I just don't know what photo. I just don't know what picture you're looking at. So
I'm just looking on his website in the photo, scrolling through them. There's lots of pictures of a hall room with wooden floors, like white walls, and sort of the trusses you were describing.
yeah, probably. Yeah.
Might not be it actually.
So there's a photo of a load of a couple of plates up on a beam. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Might be somewhere else.
There's
Might be somewhere it's been.
Facebook.
Yeah, I'm looking on Facebook now. Yeah, I've got the plates on the beam. Yeah, it's the same place. Yeah.
So that gap that's above there,
Yeah.
that's the space he wants to put these models into. Is hang them between the.
So it's not
horizontally.
massively above your head, then.
No, it's not really, but it's not really
But enough to make you look up.
Yeah. I mean, 30 seconds probably, but you wouldn't. Yeah, you could put 48 up there, but I mean, a Spitfire, for example, in 48 scale is not actually that big.
No.
Yeah, so I mean, like for example, I mean, if you look here, so this is a 30-second Spitfire that's on my bench. This is a 48 scale English Electric Lightning, and it's bigger. Now, obviously, that's because the real planes are different in size, but even though these are completely different scales.
I built a 48
scale
Hurricane at Christmas, and it was minute.
Yeah, so and because they're the kind of planes he wants, because that's the relative thing to what he to what his museum is about, really. Then of course, going bigger is better.
I've got a picture with tables with caminet and uniforms in the background and stuff. That's the same place.
Yeah. So that's good.
Fair play to him.
Yeah, I mean the problem really is though is that the getting hold of a 30-second scale Hurricane Mark 1 is not that easy. Flying models do some, but they don't do a Mark 1, or they do, but it's a Finnish markings one. And they do the tropical one, and they do Mark 2, which has got the cannons and the wings and stuff. And I think he's quite keen to have kind of the very stereotypical kind of Battle of Britain style one. So like this is a Mark 2 Spitfire and a Mark 1 Hurricane and a BF 109, probably like an E or something, one of the earlier versions. And like they're not that easy to find in 30-second scale. And if they are, they're expensive. Yeah, well, that's partly that as much as anything, of course. You know, he wants people to go in and say, "Oh, that's a Spitfire." Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was saying that he was actually speaking to somebody the other day. He goes around and speaks to a lot of veterans at various things and stuff. And he was actually speaking to an ex-RAF wing commander the other day who was a Spitfire pilot. You know, so there's people around who are potentially likely to go and visit who, you know, actually used to fly in some of these things. So
he's built a World War I trench in the back garden or something.
Yeah, he's done that himself as well.
Not sure it was like that on the outside, but on the inside it looks pretty convincing.
Yeah.
Must be hard for someone like that to get that like kicking off.
Well, that's the thing is he's not struggling, but because I guess it's because of the time of year, nobody's off on holiday, and not really the kind of thing kids are going to go to or whatever. That, you know, I think he's had a couple of days where he's had nobody coming down to the museum at all. But then that's kind of going to happen. It's still quite a niche sort of thing, and it's only just starting out still. So, you know, it takes a while for these things to really build up and for kind of enough people to have got through the doors to pass on to other people saying, "Oh, we went to this place. It was really worth a look," you know. And
is he charging or is it all self-financed?
Yeah, no, he does. Yeah, he does charge entry, but it's only £4 or something. It's not anything ridiculous.
Well, probably good.
And there's a bit of a cafe there. He has plans, and he's trying to make sure the place is kind of sort of multi-use. So it's not just a museum. There's a wee cafe there that he runs. He wants to be able to offer the place out for like a veterans sort of drop-in center. He wants to be, and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully, if he can get a lot of these plans, off the ground and get people through the doors and whatever, it'll kick off and it'll grow a bit and stuff. So, but I think he does it mainly because he's clearly. I've spoken to him a couple of times and I've met him a couple of times. He's clearly passionate about what he does. So he's clearly interested in it, and it's his.
Well, that's half the battle, isn't it? Making it a success. Someone to push
That's
it.
the thing.
Evening, guys.
Hey, Jan.
Is that Jan? Here you go.
Jan!
Yo,
Man, how you doing?
doing good.
Looks like he's got a good starter, Gav, because he's definitely got, as you say, the passion, and he's got a lot of shit behind him already. So he's not starting from scratch.
He said that. No. He says that he has. And this museum is like chocker, like it's chocker with stuff, and he says that's maybe only about a third of the stuff he actually has.
Right.
He can't actually fit everything in that he actually owns. But he, so what that means though is that he can actually rotate the displays in his museum, which means that if you went, a couple of months apart, you would have different things there. Which is good, and it maybe means that people are more likely to then to go back and say, right, well, okay, I've done it, and it's going to be exactly the same as it was last time. You can actually go and say, I want to see something different.
The only criticism I would offer is it looks, from the photos I'm looking at, the hall looks a bit like a car boot sale the way it's all laid out on tables.
Yeah.
I don't know how you overcome that when you're starting out.
Problem is, he is doing a lot on pretty much of a shoestring. All those tables are
but that's what I mean.
Handmade. They're like handmade trestles, and he was down there himself making them and stuff. So he did ask around. He's not afraid to ask people to donate stuff or whatever, and so he did kind of try to get some other stuff, but I guess maybe not so much was forthcoming. So.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of saying. I'm not knocking it, because obviously when you're starting out with no money, then it's hard to do. But it's got a lot of kits there already then as well, static on the floor.
Yeah, he's got quite a number, and it said that some were donated or at least put there temporarily by, I can't remember this guy's fucking name now. He did tell me. This guy is apparently like an award winner, George Mayer. He's actually a pretty good modeler, I think. He's a Scottish guy.
Best of luck to him. Well, it's like
in fact, actually, Michael will know Mike's not here, but he'll know the name because this guy posts in like the Scale Model Historians and Modeling World War II group and stuff. So, yeah, some of you might have seen seen him around. I think he might have been on ISM at one point actually, because he's friends with Lenny Brennan and Phil Churchill, who were guys off of ISM. George Mayer. There. Stuff looks okay.
Fair play. Best of luck to him, I'd say.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Hey, Chorky, that barn of yours is coming along well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Features in a book I wrote recently, apparently.
Say again?
You're starting about moaning about a book again.
That book is fucking expensive, I must admit. I'm
Right,
not
you're
going to buy it.
No, if you, and I mean this, if you would, not if you probably wouldn't be, well, maybe you would, but I don't think you would be able to make a big book that thick. But make some of your how-tos for YouTube about the. I mean, just like the chat you just did. Come on.
I did. I put a video up last week. Told you I made it.
You put a video up last week.
Yeah, I put a video on YouTube last week. Well, a couple of days ago. Do you not watch my YouTube channel, Seth?
If you have a new one, no. Normally I will, yes.
I only have the one.
In that case, no, I don't.
I must have seen it.
It's what you say there. But the problem is, right, and it's a big problem that I found with a lot of the, you know, these magazines and this, that, and the other, right, is that it's all well and good that they say, and, you know, so they're supposed to be kind of they're supposed to be like guides or whatever, vague, and they say things like, and some oil paints were used to do some fading, and you just get a picture like a before and after of this, or you get a picture of something covered in dots of oil paint or something or other. And for people like me who would really like to try and improve on things like that, I'm going to go, cool, actually do it, because all I see is a photo of the model. I see a photo of the model with dots of oil paint all over it, and then I see a photo with the effect finished. Like, how does he actually do it?
That's what I meant,
You know,
not the video you put up. Chalky, damn it. That's not how to.
But the presumption is that someone else has shown you how to do it, which is kind of, you know, I've seen other people do things like that on videos, so it's kind of,
Yeah,
it's laziness. It's laziness, I know, you're right, sir. It's laziness.
no, that's not what I meant. It's the point. But isn't a book exactly the same, except you have pictures, people show you how they do it?
Yeah. But
but.
Shit, isn't it? When I'm right. Because I know you don't want to hear it, but you definitely got a talent to do it.
Oh, you're talking to me now, right? Sorry.
Yes.
I'm talking to Gav.
No, Gav never made a shirt that looks freakingly awesome.
No, I don't have any talent.
Yeah, he has to tell it to molest his cat, but that's something else.
Fuck you, man.
Hey, Chalky, I'm looking at your site and I can't see anything about that shed that you've just done.
Busted.
Panther video.
Yeah,
You've got to watch the video about
that's
Panther.
not, yeah, blah. I've done this photo. I've done it. Yeah, but how?
Yeah, but it's not. But to me, it's not about that. To me, it's about the diorama. It's not
Yes,
about
it
the
is.
little...
But for
I'm just not into that.
then say so.
Well, I just did.
Yeah, finally. Clear.
I'm not into all these how-tos.
Hate things? Why hate things?
I don't worry.
So you know how to.
Ian,
For
when
one
I
thing, it
start my
takes
scratch
fucking
building, I'll be
forever.
coming to you.
Sorry, mate.
When I start my scratch building of a building, I will be coming to you saying how to.
Well, a question now from my point of view is the video I just put up on the Panther is Smoke and Mickey Got 'em Part 1. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
That kind of tells, well, tells you as much as I told you about how I did it. So
Yeah, but
skip through the tank bit. I mean, what else is there to tell? I stuck some foam on a board, and I painted it. And then I got some cardboard and I stuck them on the roof, and they look like slates, and I painted them. What else did I do? I got some DAS clay and I scratched that, make it look like stone, and I stuck some garden dirt on the ground and bought some shit off eBay and stuck it on the side of the building.
So fucking modest, Ian.
No, I'm not being modest. I'm just trying to. So what you're saying then, Seb, is
I want you
yeah,
to
but
say.
just one of
you think
one
it deserves more of an
No, but-
explanation? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
yeah, but there's this thing. Okay, I'm looking at the video right now, and it's not coming. Oh, now it's pausing. I made a door using the stir sticks again. Okay, I get that. Next picture, you got all those little capes out of the. What did you use? Did you do it with a saw? Do it with nippers? Did you just randomly or actually use it?
It says scalpel on the stones.
Yeah, for the stones, but not for the door.
Oh, for the door.
How did you damage the door?
I would have scalpel. Sorry. Okay, all right. So I didn't go far enough with the explanation. That's what you're saying.
Ian, what you have to remember, right, is the way to treat this kind of thing is you have to assume that everybody's a fucking idiot.
Small kids.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
because I mean, it's not that people actually are, but
Yes, they are.
people and we include ourselves in this.
But
Is that people don't like to think too much for themselves. They kind of do
It's
just
pretty
want to be
clear.
told.
My picture.
Right.
Here, this is Ian's video.
well, my assumption when I do the videos is I'm wrapped up in it, so I forget to take photos and shit.
And one more thing, and that's just for me, but I'm not native English. I need some time to read exactly what you're saying. No, but
Well, pause the
Text-
fucker then.
yeah, but pausing it every 2 minutes, that's kind of.
Well, learn to speak English.
I think I'm doing
Spoken like a true Englishman there, Chucky. You don't like it? Fuck off.
Well, I heard today that English is a dying language, so
Apparently,
according to the EU. But we're not in the
yeah.
EU anymore, so what the fuck?
what the fuck do they know? We apparently know best.
Fair point, Seb. No, that is a fair point, actually, because I do. But it's just natural, isn't it? When you speak in a language, you don't. I mean, when I put a video up, I don't think of it being watched by people that aren't English, to be honest.
Mm. But I mean, I think the other thing, of course, is that there's the whole thing of you know what you're talking about because you did it and you know how to do it.
Yeah.
so, but
And the difference is, of course, though, is that you might be just putting that video out there as a, here's what I did, rather than here's what I did and here's how you could do it too. And that's, of course, the difference, because clearly you're not doing it with the intention of it being any kind of how-to video. It's just a log of this is what I did, and I'm here, and I hope you like it and you're interested in it.
Well,
and therefore, that's why obviously you don't have any kind of more explanation of what's going on. You maybe you subconsciously make the assumption that people will actually know what you're talking about or whatever, because you're not making the video in the frame of mind of it being instructional.
Well, when I make the video, basically it's a collection of stills that I remember to take as I go along, and that's quite hard to do because I forget to do it all the time. But listening to you guys, you've got very valid points. If I want to put videos up on YouTube,
I was.
you're right. You're all right.
Larry,
I
I'm
could
working
make them better.
on the T55 AMV, or I'm going to be working on a T55 AMV. Sorry, there's somebody in chat.
But
This
the other
this thing,
of course,
I'm. Kev, shut up. I'm just reading your text now, and just let me get this right. So if I get it right, you took the barn door you made out of the stirring sticks. You stained that first with the dark brown wash, then sanded it, then gloss coated it,
Yeah.
then hairsprayed it and painted it.
Well,
It's to give it depth and the old look.
Is that the way it says it? I airsprayed it to.
You use using the hairspray.
Oh no, I'm looking at the same
I
page. actually.
overpainted it with the light blue color and chipped it.
Yeah,
But that
well,
would be the way my thinking works. Completely the other way around. I would paint it first, wash it then, sand it then.
No, let me find the bit. Let me find the
Yeah, I
bit
got it here on
itself.
screen. I don't know how much you can read it, but
It's very small on the screen.
Back to front, that's why.
No, I'm looking at this. Okay, yeah, you're right. My English is asked about face. No, you're right. But to me, it makes sense because I'm English.
What?
So the point was.
No, but I get the point, but now I'm actually interested in the order of things, like how you did it. So you.
No, you're right. It's asked about face. What I've said. In the way I've said it, it's the wrong way around. But yeah.
So you did paint it first.
Yes, but that was the way. That's just the way I talk naturally. It's like using the hairspray technique, and it's kind of my assumption is you know what that is.
Yeah, I know what the hairspray technique is.
But yeah, I know. But that's the way I've written it. Is that you know what that is, so you know that I overpainted the hairspray and then chipped it.
Yeah, I get that, but
Yeah.
did you stain the wood with the dark brown wash and sanded it before you glass coated it, and then you did the hairspray technique on the paint?
Yes.
See, and that's what I meant. That for me it would be backwards, because I would normally paint the wood, glass coat, hairspray technique, then stain everything in one go and sand it.
No, because when I did it, I sanded it on top of the wash to get the wood coming through the wash.
Yeah, and that's just the thing. That's
Yeah.
alone.
Then I put the hairspray on, and then I painted it.
But
so that when I
Little
chipped
bit
it,
of text would
no,
make
I
an
wasn't.
entire how do I do it
Yeah,
video, and I know this will be watched. Some stuff like this will be watched.
no, you're right. You're perfectly correct in what you're saying, but
Is that 162 views already?
it's just my assumption when I do these videos is that people. I'm not asking people. From my point of view, I'm not asking people to watch them to learn stuff. I'm kind of asking people to look, or I'm telling people what to do on the assumption that they know what I'm doing already.
Never assume.
No, but you've got a good point that I should maybe step back from that again and be a bit more simplistic.
Make videos like this, like you take to fourth graders.
Well, it's like when you said about the tree I did for the Ardennes.
The Italy, the big one next to the house.
Well, there was that because I did a video for that. It was the conifer trees.
Yeah, the pine trees.
Because when I did those on my behalf, there was an assumption that people just find the websites that tell you how to do things, like I did.
True, but if you're making them anyway, and you're needing the time, what would it be? What would it cost you extra to point the camera on you?
You're correct, Seb. I accept what you're saying. It's just that I'm just lazy as fuck. I don't do these things.
That's why you want to move to France.
But yeah, I get an hour and a half lunch break as well.
Laugh about it.
No, you're right. You're right. I am. For a lot of people, my content is missing. It's scanned.
You know what your biggest mistake is, though, Ian? You've said it yourself quite a number of times. You're assuming.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
You should never assume, because it just makes an ass out of you and me.
Well, I assume because I found it out myself, you know. So I assume that other people.
But people are by nature are lazy. If you go, I mean, just look at Facebook. I mean, if
Well,
you put a title on top of your Facebook, this is my Tamiya Panther build. I'm almost gonna guarantee you that the third or the fifth question will be, "What's the maker of the kit?" Because people don't read. They want you to feed them the info.
Yeah. I cater for a more exclusive clientele.
More exclusive means more lazy than shit.
That's fair points, guys. I appreciate. Yeah.
Just to re-answer the question in the chat, I don't know if he heard. Larry VW wanted to know which kit I'm working on. I'm working on the Tecum T55 AMV. I'm going to work on it now. That's a better answer. And that's
I will say the Sherman thing I'm working on, the Dio, I was actually going to do some filming on that stuff and do some stuff on making trees and things.
I kind of laughed at that. I'm going to do this Dio. And I looked at the picture. Wait, that's an M10. That's not, or an M18. That's not a Sherman.
Which?
The one that's crossing the water. I don't think that's a Sherman, is it?
Oh no, there are M10s on the photo.
Yeah.
I did say I'm replacing the M10s with Shermans.
Oh yeah, that's true. But the first thing I saw were the M10s. Yeah, sure. 10 viewers. Hi, 10 viewers. I have to act like I'm not happy to see you, but for some reason, because I don't think some people think 10 is enough. I know, don't bother my viewers. They just come and go because they want to.
They're bored like us.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne Lazenby joined the video call.
Mr. Lazenby.
Hello.
Hey, Wayne.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. I can't see you, though.
The
There's
camera's-
Yeah, I can see him.
You can?
First time I've seen him, actually.
Anybody else can anybody else see him? Because I only can see his avatar.
I see
I
him
could-
every week.
I can see him.
Okay, then it's just
I don't think we've met. Hello.
Hello.
then it's just me. Sorry, Wayne.
I have been absolutely working for the past month or so, so I've been having a lot of bench time, I'm afraid. But
Well,
I am.
you're working on the Tecum? Kite? KT? No, there was somebody else.
no, I have bought myself the little War Tunes Tiger tank.
What? That doesn't ring a bell to me. Sorry.
It's the Ming little cutie tank.
The cartoony ones.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, there was one of them entered into the competition I was at the weekend actually.
Wayne, could you do me a favor, please, and refresh? Because I really don't care. I only see that ship on your avatar. See if
Yeah,
it happens. Also, if it doesn't work, I will refresh. It's probably my connection.
Okay, here we go.
They've got to get me a pressure compressor.
What do you use at the moment?
Oh, mine just goes. I haven't got a tank on mine.
Shit. No, neither do I. That's why mine goes off
Huh?
continuously.
Is that loud or not?
Pardon?
Is that loud or not?
Yeah, I'm back again.
It's quite loud because I sit right next to it, but if you guys can't hear it through my mic,
No, it's not right, mine.
then it can't be that loud. Yours? I don't know.
I can hear his compressor working, but it's not annoying.
It annoys me. It's probably lighter,
Unlike his voice, by the way, but. So
Yeah, that's.
I think you meant me, Gav. Sorry.
no, I meant Gav.
Oh, you meant Gav,
Ga-
did you? Right,
No,
okay.
I meant Gav, because Gav is the one that's spraying. Sorry.
That's
Wayne.
yeah, that's a little Ming.
Oh, that looks like an egg tank.
Yeah, it's.
That's cool. That's fun. I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, you can do anything to them, but it's like for the
That sounds so wrong. Sorry. I'm just. Be
Yeah.
prepared. I'm in that state of mind. So.
He's a pervert.
That was just you, sir.
Yeah, that definitely is me.
Yeah, it's they released them for this World Tunes.
Oh, that's
game.
Meng. Yeah, I saw some pictures of those. That's true.
So I thought everybody else is getting one at my group, so I thought I'd get one. So, but I'm not sure what camouflage are doing it. I may do it like in a late War 2 tone colours.
Yeah, why not? You could do it pink if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Good evening, Dale.
Good day.
From Saskatchewan.
Hey.
Yeah. I've been practicing all week.
Yeah. Oh, how's it going today?
Sorry?
How's it going today?
Fine. Tired.
Yeah, that's what I was reading about. You were having fun today.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, normally I would just say, yeah, screw you, I'll take the night and I will be home Saturday morning because I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But I had my daughter with me the
There you
entire
go.
week and she really needed to get home.
Yeah.
She had
Yeah,
a small mental breakdown last night, so
Yeah.
she was missing her mom so much.
Yeah, I imagine.
I don't think she would have taken another night.
Yeah.
Dale,
Yeah,
you're Dale Cole, yeah?
that's right.
Cool. Now I know who you are.
Yeah, I've been
who you are.
liking
I guessed as much, but I just wanted to check.
Yeah. The one and only.
It's him.
It is him. It's him.
Guys, this is what I've started though. I've started working on this.
Penta 4.
Yeah.
What kind of instructions are those? Those aren't Dragon instructions.
The trumpeter, but look at the scale, 116.
Oh, fuck.
That's small.
It's the H or the J?
Panzer Model J.
The J. Oh, with the all entire extra armor. I hate you. Sorry.
I got it's all got the wire mesh skirts, not the solid skirts.
I knew there was a reason I wanted the H.
But that is the instructions.
Yeah, That's one of the kits I really want, but I'm guessing I'll be castrated if I buy it.
It depends where you
Same with
start.
the
getting
rest
it
of us.
Sorry?
Same with the
where you
rest
get
of
them
us.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, him not. Wayne again.
I got it for £148.
Yeah. Well, it's not the price; it's the size.
Yeah.
So she said.
I knew some bastard was going to say that. I knew it.
You're
Well,
welcome.
I had a bit of an accident. I spilled my drink over the instructions, so they've been drying.
Drunken instructions.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's what it was?
Yeah, it was because it was my beer.
It wasn't the case. No, I can't get her.
Oh, yes, you can.
116.
You're halfway there already.
Just finish it.
Wayne, just finish it.
Again, that's what
It's
she said.
easier said than done. I've been doing 14-hour days, so
I know the feeling. Don't worry.
What do you do?
oh, I work in. I live in Skegness, so I work in one of the amusement arcades at Salisbury Improvements.
All right.
Basically, it's legalised robbery by not by force, by coercion.
Do you work at a cinema, Wayne?
Well, it's a cinema. It's a cinema on the top, on the first floor. On the bottom floor, it's like an arcade amusement.
Ah, right, okay.
So it's a 2-in-1 deal. So, but the person that works for, he has a number of businesses around the town and in other towns. So, yeah, he's recently built an aquarium last year, and he wants me to learn how to do all the maintenance to clean all the filters and all that.
Where's Skegness? Skegness is that Essex way or Kent?
Oh, Lincolnshire.
No, I'm way out there, aren't I?
Yeah, yeah.
Good geography sucks.
I failed geography, sorry.
Yeah. We just as Skegness is basically on the point. It's on the point of Lincolnshire, basically.
Oh, I don't even know where the fuck Lincolnshire is. Let me look. No.
You got 1 point up to me there, Chucky. I would probably just say Lincolnshire. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, Lincolnshire. Sure.
So that's me saying it.
Well, I got a good thing anyway. I got 2 Lancasters within 20 miles of me.
Oh, I wasn't far out being Norfolk and. Oh, I said Kent.
Norfolk?
Essex. Essex was somebody said.
No, that was me. I said Essex and Kent. No, I am all right. If I said Norfolk, I wouldn't be far out, would I?
No. Oh, I did manage to finish one model over the past 2 months or so. I did finish this.
Foreign land.
Well, you finished more than me then.
Yeah, I finished my T72 M1.
Cool. Trumpeter as well, isn't it?
No, it's the Tamiya one, 92.
Oh, it's not one. I think Mike was looking for that one, to be honest.
Yeah. eBay. I got it off eBay. Can't remember the place. Shop now.
Hey, Seb.
I can make. I'll tell you what. I can make a landing barge out of this tank hull.
Yeah, Dale. Say it.
What type of tracks are on that T55? Because I got that.
No, these are looking. Yeah, just compared to Magic Tracks.
Oh, okay, so you got to cement them together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like Dragon Magic Tracks. That looks like.
Okay.
But I know that Tecum is bringing out, or has brought out. No, not Tecum. Miniart, I think. T55, T54 single link tracks. I don't know if they're workable or not, to be honest. But if you want aftermarket for T55, T54, I know. I think it was Edward. No, not Edward. Miniart that's bringing out a set.
Okay.
Why you want to know?
Well, I've got that kit.
This one, this Tecum AMV.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so far. It's brilliant.
Well, that's good. Might be years before I get to it, but
Nah, take it out, build it now.
that's It's been sitting on the shelf for 4 or 5 months.
Oh.
It's, I think, around the time that it came out, isn't it?
Yep.
How it comes, it goes, so far it goes together very good. I haven't started the turret yet, so.
Oh yeah. Back in a
Jan, are
moment.
you likely to be? Jan, are you likely to be getting the TACOM FV432? Jan,
What?
Oh!
are you likely to get the TACOM FV432?
No, no.
Just for posterity's sake.
No, I'm still building Scorpion.
Yeah.
From
That was
AFV.
just meaning more like you must have spent quite a bit of time in 4v2s in your career.
12 months.
Yeah? Only once?
12 months. That's a pretty long time.
Yeah, pretty long.
3 years on a Chieftain tank, 1 year on a 432.
Wasn't it the Chieftain with the most shittiest engine ever? Was
Yep.
it the one before that?
I think that was the
Was the
whatever was before.
I'm gonna line. I'm probably gonna line up. Wasn't it the Leyland engine?
Yeah, Leyland.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a multi-fuel engine.
Yeah. Was it Chieftain or the one that
Yeah.
came before that one?
Yeah,
Centurion.
Centurion. Yes, thank you.
Yes. The Centurion had a bad fuel consumption rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they actually had built extra fuel tank trailers for them. They actually got some at the Bovington Tank Museum.
Yeah. The South Africans still use Centurions, but they're called Olifants.
Yeah.
They're pretty much Centurions.
We were still using the Centurion AVRE in Gulf War 1.
Yep. Yep. There's actually there's a place in Leicestershire called Armageddon Paintball and stuff. So they offer like paintball, airsoft. You've got a bit of a tank museum there. You can go and you can play tank paintball there. FV432s and various other little things. So yeah, and you might know what was it called when we basically stuck like a small light tank turret on an FV432? Do you know what they were called?
I have no idea.
Anyway, they've got a bunch of these and other things, but they also have, because they also do a little bit of tank restoration and stuff there as well. They have a fully functioning Chieftain, and it's actually up for sale at the moment. I can't remember how much they want for it though. But apparently, like the gun still works and everything. So, like, if you want to buy it with a working gun, you have to have a license for such things. If not, they'll apparently deactivate it for you.
Well, it cost you more than what it would cost you to buy that, wouldn't it?
Chieftain was one of those vehicles you could go to work clean, and within 5 minutes you were dirty.
That sounds like my job, doesn't it?
Was it a bit minging inside, was it?
It was a minging tank, full stop.
Right, there we go. So a working Chieftain, £50,000. That's not that much money. I mean, it's a lot of money, but like for a tank.
Cheap.
Yeah.
And they've got an FV432 for sale for 14.5 grand.
But try and get the spare parts for it.
Yeah. 432s wouldn't be too bad though. Apparently, there's loads of parts. You see them fucking everywhere.
I meant for the Chieftain.
Oh yeah, Chieftain. Oh, yeah, you fucked.
And you try and find a team to do some track bashing.
Fucking hell, Jan, that's small.
148.
Yeah. Fair play to you.
What are you working on, Jan?
This one's going to be a long-term build. I want to do a 148 scale diorama, and I've just painted up 2 figures so far of about 20.
Oh.
Oh,
What's the diorama you're thinking of, or are you keeping it under wraps?
Nice highlights there on the figures.
Because these figures I'm painting, they're German infantry on manoeuvres, so they're actually walking casually and all that. And I've got a couple of vehicles, so it'd be like they're on the way to the front or coming back from the front or whatever. And the dioramas can have some buildings in it, so that's where Chalky's going to come into it. I will be bombarding him with questions and all that.
I was gonna say, is that you're just gonna get some help from Chalky, or are you gonna get Chalky to do it for you?
20 quid an hour.
Yeah, I'll just ask him to pop down the internet line to come and do it for me. I will be probably asking Chalky for some advice and tips and all that.
Do buildings, in all seriousness.
On buildings.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Buildings, in all seriousness. I don't know if you can see that book, cover of it.
Okay. Making real buildings for model railways. Okay.
Loads of useful shit in there. That's where I get it from.
Okay. After
It's about 15 quid, I think. 10 or 15 quid, I think.
see if I can get
What's the guy's name? The guy's name is David Wright.
if you iron me the details of the book, if you got an ISBN number, maybe I can
Sorry?
If you can send me the details of the book, and if there's an ISBN number, maybe I can try and order it.
What the hell's an ISBN number?
It's
It's an ID number for the book that the libraries use.
what's it called, Jockey?
It's called Making Rural Buildings for Model Railways by David Wright.
Rural buildings for model railways. Yep.
I got off his website, and when I bought it, well, when it was released, it was $18.99, but I'm pretty sure I got it for about 15 quid.
It's only 3 or 4 years old.
Who's the author again?
It's not even that old.
David Wright with a W.
David Wright.
Yeah.
Give me a second, John.
I've got it. I'm gonna have a look on bowl.com, Seb.
Yeah. They'll probably have it there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this guy's making buildings for HO scale.
Yeah.
But the techniques are exactly what I've used on that barn and stuff. Well, this is basically where I got it from. So, looking for a number, but I can't see one.
It's in the pop chat, Jan.
Okay. I'll take a look in a minute.
Inside the front cover, usually, Ian. Somewhere.
So the inside front
Or on the barcode.
Well, on the barcode is
What's that barcode in the bottom right hand corner? Is that a barcode in the bottom right hand corner?
that's a barcode in
Yeah, the white block.
Yeah, then that's the ISBN numbers should be there.
All right, 978 -1 -84797 -460
I'm not that friggin' quick.
0.
You can get it at Book Depository.
Where are you up to? Yeah.
978.
Dash
Yeah,
1
yeah,
dash
yeah.
84797
Okay.
-460
Yeah.
-0.
Okay.
Or just Seb's got it in the pop chat.
Yeah. I'll take a look. I shall finish
But
painting.
all of these buildings are HO railway buildings, and it's the same thing I did on that. That's where I got it from. So. Yeah, Seb's link's the same book.
Okay. Take a look.
I'll let you make the videos about how to do it.
Holy.
Where's the password here, babe? This one? No?
I think it's that one. Gotcha. Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
Nice.
Or you just watch Mike's videos.
Let's see if Qual.com has it.
That barn's not like it, is it?
I don't know. What do you want me to tell you, Chucky?
Hmm?
It's fucking horrendous. Don't ever bother. Just give up. Like it's shit.
Sorry, Gav?
I said, what do you want me to tell you, Chucky?
Oh, no, it's late, sorry. Well, ain't if you look close enough to be I think I've got to do what you did, Gav, and go to a show and see what
Yeah.
people say.
How far would be a show for you?
I don't know, to be honest, I'm not sure. There's a local one. but it's a club one, not an open invite thing.
Okay.
They have it once a year, but it's all about the club showing off their stuff. Which is a bit weird for a city the size of where I live, so I never looked into it, I don't know.
Hey Seb, Bowl.com sell it for €23.
I just found this on the internet. I'm sharing a shitload now on the top chat. You should be able to download it from my Dropbox. So that's working again, everything. Yep, everything is working again. Yay! Cool, where was I? Back to where I was. Here.
Wow. How many links did you send, Seb?
6 or 7.
The link just crashed my computer.
Yeah, all blanked out.
Really? Dropbox.
See if another one does it.
Hey, Liam. Liam says hello and hopes you're all having a good night.
Hey, Liam.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear him, so.
Nicky is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's working. Are they yours books, Seb, or things you found?
Links I got.
It's working now.
Cool.
That's all Verlinden products, is it, on the...
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Why did they go bust then? Anyone know?
Good question. Good question.
No one knows the answer.
Nope. Yeah, Verlinden probably. Well, I believe the old man Verlinden died, and he didn't have a somebody to take over.
Oh, really? It's a one-man outfit.
But I could be talking out my ass now. So, but I think that was the reason.
Be a good reason. It's a vicious rumour from Francois and Bob Lesserman had some sort of forename, and thus led to the end of Verlinden.
Or that.
I'm just reading what I'm reading. Bob sells this stuff through Squadron now.
I don't know the real reason.
No, I'm just reading this crap. I do this one. Which is always reliable and honest and truthful.
Yeah. You know the expression, I'm just a small fish in a big pond? I'm just consider myself more being like plankton or something like that in that case.
Good night.
Right.
Nah, not me.
You're using your tablet now, Jan?
With you guys, yeah.
Yeah, but so with somebody else not. Okay, cool. No, because your picture's pretty clear.
No. I think I've stopped using the computer doing these hangouts now. There's the only problem with use my tablet. You only get one direction. I can't change the angle.
Yeah, well, it's good. It's good. Nothing wrong with it.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Oh wow.
That is a bit wow, I thought.
Was a bit wow.
If that's what you mean, sir.
I don't know if you can see it. It's a Panzer IV.
Yeah, I'll stick the link in now.
Yeah, put it on the. See if you can get the link in the chat here on the.
It's in the Hangout
Hangout.
chat.
just get a link you followed may have expired or the page be only be visible to an audience you aren't in. I'm not special enough.
Are we on YouTube? So,
Sorry?
are we on YouTube?
How do you mean? Yeah, why not? How do you mean? Sorry?
Are we on YouTube?
Yes, we are live.
Live.
Yes.
And I'll stick it in there as well. That's what I was thinking. That is. Oh wow! I thought.
Yeah, definitely looks good. Oh, ik had jou getagd in een berichtje op Femke Marktplaats of van over een droog. Heb je die gezien of niet?
Ja, maar is 175 euro.
I agree.
Dat is een boot niet. Die heb je niet opgebouwd.
Je moet het dan meteen ophalen en dan gaat het niet. Ja? Ik zeg jou over 5 weken nog op.
Nee, maar je reageerde helemaal niet op de mic. Ja, maar als je kijkt of de nieuwe boot in het nieuwe kost.
There's nobody chatting on YouTube.
Nou ja, dat is maar een idee.
Well, let me do it.
I love it when that happens. I literally had exactly the right amount of paint I needed to paint this in my colour cup. Love it.
He's loving when he comes inside his color cup, really?
I do. I love it.
He's... Sorry, Gav, you're crazy.
I can't paste links on the YouTube, so it's not there.
Oh, in the chat. No, you probably wouldn't be able to. I'm the only one who can post links there.
Yeah, don't matter.
In the chat it goes along. Wait, give me a second.
If you want to look, join the Hangout and then you can look. Or get on Facebook.
Well, I still can't see it.
Or join the Hangout on YouTube.
Oh,
or...
that's the same one. Well,
I'm
I put
in
it
the
in.
fucking hangout.
Well, you're in it, Gav, but are you in it?
It's in the pop chat as
apparently
well.
I'm not.
It's in the pop
No,
chat
I
as
clicked the
well.
link. It didn't work.
Why not?
I clicked
Let's look
that
in
fucking-
Pop Chat.
I know. I clicked the link. It wouldn't work.
Which group is it, Chalky?
It's available.
Huh?
Which group is it from?
Oh, fuck knows, I just found it more surfing. Whatever the link says.
You're useless.
Yep. Panzer page.
Yeah, maybe he's not a member. It's a closed page, and he wouldn't be able to see
Okay.
it. So that's his fault.
Yeah, I'm not a member of that page.
What? Where and what is the pop chat?
It's a secret club for secret people.
Okay.
Who's laughing really evilly?
Mickey.
Like you.
Well,
Evil laughter.
Hey Seb,
Yeah.
one of the links that you sent me, the weathering,
Yeah.
I can't download it because it's too big.
That's because there are 20 or so weathering magazines in there.
Yeah. The rest I could download, but this one I can't download.
Because there's not enough room on your computer, or what?
No, it just says that the file's too large.
But if you open that file, there should be individual magazines. You should be able to download them individually.
don't know if this will work well. Dale,
Yeah.
I'll put the link on the pop page. I don't know if it's going to show. I don't know if it's going to show if you're not a member of the group. But the
It's,
link is
it's
there.
an open group, so it should be able to, even if he's not a member.
Oh,
I think it showed.
POP?
Yeah, just the Pricks of Plastic Facebook page.
Yeah, I've been a member since you pretty
No,
much
no.
started.
He just put a link on the to the same.
I've just put a
link
link for what we were talking about. Hopefully the link works and takes you to the image.
Okay,
No,
what
still doesn't work.
what section of that page?
On the top, on the Pricks of Plastic page, should be the last post, or the first post, whichever way you look at it. Above Jan's figure of a German soldier with a 88 behind, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 172 scale at 88.
Got it.
I just thought that was a wow build. If you can see the link.
Okay, the link's there. It's sorry.
This content is available at the moment.
Oh, you
Mine's
need to be a member of. You got to join the Panzer page then.
Probably is it? Yeah.
Tried. Tell you what.
Kevin Turner. Oh, twice. Oh, no, once. Gav?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
He just
yeah, yeah.
joined. I thought he's been there a while.
Yeah, well, I just it said to me he joined again. So
It crashed. Yeah, it crashed, and then I hit reload, and it didn't look like it was doing anything. So I came out of it and went and found the link again.
yeah, no, you screwed it up.
I didn't screw it up.
I'm just gonna blame you, no matter what you say.
Does that link not work, guys?
Check the
Okay.
photo I put in the pop chat. That's what I get whenever I try and open it. But it could just be because I'm not in the group the link's from.
Yeah, that's one. Yes.
Why don't you just like?
I've just
save the
downloaded a
photo?
picture. I was just on my.
I was gonna say just like save the photo.
It's probably not worth it now. Is it?
After all this better have fucking tits in it and all sorts of shit. By the way.
Yeah. Right, I've just posted the photo on the pop page.
Go and edit tits into it. That's pretty damn good. It looks almost computer drawn. Like there's obviously been some photo editing done, so it looks a little bit like a 3D rendering.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's just
yeah,
where
the
the photo
background is
edited.
definitely.
Oh yeah, I know it's been taken on a background and whatever, but just the way that they've edited it, just the way the kind of contrasts and shadows are and stuff makes it look a little bit like it's a 3D rendering. But it's probably the way that it's been edited. But it's very nicely done.
Very nicely done.
Very nicely
Yeah,
done.
it's not too bad.
You can see the.
hooks on the side skirts, but you know, whatever.
The two's not straight on the O.
Yeah, you know, the tone of white on the commander's uniform is just not right.
How dare you
Yeah,
show
right,
us this
isn't it?
monstrosity? It's all wrong.
I think that's fucking superb.
I mean, in real life, the tracks would be rustier than that.
I got a gig worth of pictures of rust on my hard drive that shows it is wrong.
You must be wrong.
How long did that bloke spend doing that?
Ask him.
10 minutes. 10 minutes, probably. La 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 la.
Some bloke called Mickey Nose. I've never heard of him.
I don't know who he is.
Did a whole with Halford's character. What the fuck is going on there? Guess who's getting a Takum 135 35th mouse next week?
You.
Rob Sear.
Who?
I haven't got a fucking clue. What, you telling everyone about it?
Cool story, Rob. Tell me all about it.
You just did. I've had a very sarcastic note on Facebook tonight, sorry.
You've just been trolling, you troll. Should do a better job, I heard.
John's got to move.
I would say that's same in May.
No. Yeah.
Fucking May. April. I'm not that far in the future, Chucky. Only an hour, not a week.
5 days. It's 2:16, yeah?
Yeah. Almost.
Just checking. I did say a few beers, but it's Friday.
For some reason, ever since YouTube had a new update, my Hangouts keep crashing.
Oh no! Alright, I need a drink. We'll be back in a minute.
What are everyone's thoughts on Italiera models? Italiera?
Right. Blah. Blah.
Any thoughts, anyone, on Italian? How would you say? Italiera?
Artillery.
Italiera.
I'm guessing that it depends. Armor, trucks, cars, planes.
They're good with trucks.
No specifics mentioned. That was the question. What are everyone's thoughts on Italiera
kind of
models?
hard.
He's getting some thumbs up and he's getting some thumbs down.
Oh, it's been I'm gonna get off now.
Already?
Well, it's 11:30 this time. I've been up since 6.
You just get on, Wayne.
I know.
Doing all nighter.
No, I wish I got a lot to do. It's my day off tomorrow, but I've got a lot to do.
Red Bull.
Yeah, I wish. But before I leave, I want to share something if it works. I found this on Facebook.
It's not rude, is it?
No, it's tank related.
So it's not rude though, is it?
No.
Dan's putting his glasses on. He's thinking, "Fucking hell, look, there might be some tits."
Young boy.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I don't know if that's real. That's the Jagdpanzer E100.
Oh wow! When do they release
That's
that? I didn't see that release yet.
I don't know. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's one of those fake news articles.
Which side is that? You saw that one. Panzer 1946.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if that's real. I'll just check the website. There's no information about it. But they're going to be doing more of the cartoony tanks as well. They got the King Tiger and the KV2 in the works. By the looks of it.
I've seen those pictures before.
Stop screen sharing.
For the holiday, when you pay.
Sounds like Kev already is drunk.
It's like the cat taking revenge, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. If you go look, there's nothing on the Jagdpanzer E100 from Meng. I'm guessing it's a Photoshop. Oh, he's gone already.
He's gone.
Bye.
Wayne stayed longer than usual, from what I remember.
Yeah, normally it's pretty quick.
Usually in and out.
No.
Mr. Graham hasn't been back for a while.
My Spitfire has
That's a
colours
that's
on
a
it now,
plane.
look. It's a plane and it's got colour on it.
The fuck have you been doing that? There we go.
Pardon?
You've been doing that. You've got camo on and everything.
Yeah. I'm fucking hang about it.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. I do need to start from armor though.
Yeah, start a Russian.
Yeah, I think I might. I've got a 2S7 over there. It's a big artillery gun. Like a really big artillery gun.
That's what she said.
That sounded rude.
I'm not going to start it tonight though. To the Eagles.
Anyone know where I can get a two-headed camel from?
What?
Two-headed camel.
Actually, a two-headed camel, right?
Yeah, but it's got 5 legs, so I'm looking for like a slightly deformed camel.
Kind of looks like what was the creature from? I think it was from the original. The movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Total Recall.
Right.
That mushy thingy creature. Was it Total Recall? No, it wasn't Total Recall.
I haven't seen Total Recall for about 20 years.
I'm talking out of my ass.
30 years.
You're talking out of your ass.
Yeah, I know. I do that more often.
Talking about films, I must say, Gav, you watched, what was it, Defenders of the Galaxy last week?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, I've never heard of it before, so I watched the first one off the back of that. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? The second one's really good.
Brilliant film.
You should try and get yourself to see the second one if you can. It's really good.
Oh no, I'll wait till it comes out on the web.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But I really enjoyed the first one.
It is very good. Have you seen Deadpool?
Yeah, a couple of times. Actually, I did watch Deadpool straight after that on the same night because it's the same sense of humour.
Oh, Deadpool's amazing. Like, I don't think I've ever laughed out loud in a cinema as much as I have when I watched Deadpool.
Oh, Deadpool.
I mean, I kind of associate American things, kind of, you know, everybody chucking the thing. You know, we're all a bit too reserved over here. But when I went to the cinema to see Deadpool, like, the entire cinema was actually in stitches, which was I made it really good actually, just because.
I'd say it's a very English sense of humour.
Yeah, well, it's because he's Canadian, isn't it? You know, and
Well,
I think their sense of humour is quite similar to ours.
I like the bit where the taxi driver later in the film, when he picks him up for the second time and the car's banging, he's who's it in the back? It's the silver guy and the girl in the back, isn't it? And he's going, get him, get him.
That might be my cousin Bantu.
Well, yeah, that's
okay. I mean, the other thing is, I mean, if you've seen all the other kind of main Marvel films as well, it's kind of even better because there's a lot of references to a lot of the other films in it.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like
if you hadn't seen a lot of them, you wouldn't get that. You know, like for example, if you've never seen any of the X-Men films, when he said, when he goes up to the X-Men house and they're like,
there's only two of you living in the house.
Yeah, and it's sort of like, And it's also it's things like, you know, we'll go and tell the professor or whatever, and he goes, which one, McAvoy or Stewart? It's quite good.
That is, yeah, that's fucking hilarious. But Guardians of the Galaxy, I enjoyed that. That was hilarious as well.
Yeah. I think the best bit about the second one, though, is the fact that Groot's a little baby. Baby Groot.
Which is Groot.
He's the big
That's
tree.
the tree.
Tree, right? No, he was at the end of that one. He was in a pot.
Yeah,
He
so
was the pot.
in the second film, he's a little baby tree running around.
Right, so he grows back.
He's a sapling.
Oh yeah, but he's a little baby. He's tiny. So
You can see that.
So
You
good.
can see that at the end of the first part that he.
Yeah, who's the muscle guy? He was sat reading a book or something. And the tree in the pot was in the foreground.
He's dancing to Michael Jackson.
That guy's fucking huge. Is that CGI or is that guy that big?
No, that's how big he is.
Fucking
I said
hell.
Dave Bautista. He was a WWF wrestler or WWE wrestler. Yeah,
His arms are bigger than me put twice together.
yeah, no, that is actually him.
Fucking hell.
Have you seen Dwayne Johnson lately? The Rock.
Yeah.
I was slightly aroused by a green girl then.
Oh yes.
Zoe Saldana. Yeah. The girl that plays Nebula as well. She's Scottish.
Yeah, she can help that.
Who's Nebula?
The bald blue one, the green girl's sister. It's like half bionic.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah. I can
The
see
bold blue one. That's the guy, isn't it?
Chalky, check that picture I sent to the pop chat. That's Dave Bautista.
Go fuck off. I thought most of what he had on his shoulders was CGI. Fucking hell, that's...
No. I mean, obviously, all the sort of scarification shit is obviously all makeup, but like it's all him.
So basically, he just painted him red. Put a few veins on his head.
They just painted him grey, and I don't know, the kind of like scar shit all over him.
Fucking hell. How many weeks do you spend in the gym without even going to the toilet?
I think he lives in the gym by the looks of it.
The little raccoon character was quite good as well. I thought that was a
Rockets.
nice touch.
Yeah, that's Bradley Cooper that voices him. It's Vin Diesel as well who does Groot, which is hilariously funny considering that's all he says is "I am Groot."
It's the most money he ever made, only using his voice.
Who, Vin Diesel?
Yes. He said it actually once, and the rest is just re-recordings. And he made a shitload of money. Just saying, I am Groot.
Ah, I didn't realize. So the girl who plays the green girl, she is the main Avatar woman in Avatar.
Oh, the one he falls for.
Yeah, I did not realize that.
I wonder how Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5 will be. They already announced 2 to 5. Have you noticed that?
It was
Yeah,
quite
a remake.
No, they're gonna be sequels.
Not a remake, a sequel.
Yes, they're gonna be.
2009 that came out now.
Yeah, they have planned it this way that Avatar 5 will be released in 2025.
Still got to wait till 2020 for Avatar 2 though.
Right, 2019, I think. To be honest,
Well,
well, I'm not sure.
2020 on IMDb.
Oh, 2020?
Initial
Okay.
release date 18th of December 2020.
What's the sequel in Avatar?
Fuck man.
They hit back? I have no clue.
Yeah.
It turned blue.
The
I mean,
blade-
sometimes these things have to wait so long, don't they? Because like the actors they want to do them are busy doing other things for the next however long.
the next 8 years. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, I mean, they might be
there's
though,
no
like,
sequel to the film, is there?
Because, well, I don't know, but I mean, like for example, Zoe Saldana at some point between now and then will be doing Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Sigourney Weaver might be busy. Who knows? Fucking, she's probably desperate for anything at her age.
Well, no, she would have been in the Aliens film if she was.
Oh, is she maybe is she in the new Aliens film actually?
No, she's not, is she? Sorry,
I have no clue, to be honest.
Mm,
She might be.
Don't think so. But from the trailers I've seen, it's just a repeat of all of them.
No, she's not. She's currently apparently in a TV series called The Defenders.
That's gonna be released very soon, next week, I believe. That's all the Marvel characters on Netflix coming together. Jessica
Oh, is that
Jones,
what that
Luke Cage, all those guys.
Iron Fist or whatever.
Iron
his name is.
Fist, The Flash,
Daredevil.
Daredevil. Yep.
Punisher.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a series of his own, does he? Yeah.
No, but he was the bad guy in the second series of Daredevil, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Although I never finished watching that series, I don't know whether he dies or anything. I don't know. I never finished watching that series.
I'm in the wrong hangar again.
Oh. I almost feel for you. Really? Almost.
Almost. No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I do almost.
Well, I suppose almost is better than nothing. No, quiet.
How dare you?
That's rude.
He dares.
This is a modeling hangout. No, niks.
Should be on till tomorrow, then.
Pardon?
Follow my updates.
You post updates.
Yes.
Oh, bugger.
Oh, I should really probably finish that higher at some point. Problem is, I'm still not sure how to get over this fucking problem with the cockpit though.
I would say
Don't build airplanes.
gasoline and a torch.
Some gasoline.
You could just use naphtha, but that works quite as well. Zippo fuel works as well.
Daily, having fun just sitting rocking backwards and forwards there.
Yeah, just contemplating what I got to make for supper.
Do you have choices?
Well, it's up to me. Everybody eats whatever I make.
So you're contemplating between what?
Going to
pizza,
have to
pizza.
do it.
Between McDonald's, Burger King, or Pizza Hut?
It's too far to find that shit.
Okay.
Closest one's probably 70 miles away.
Oh, holy fuck.
How'd you survive?
Quite well, actually.
He probably has a alternative close to him.
Go on, Adele, give us the choices.
Oh, barbecue, this, that, or the next thing.
Barbecue.
That sounds like, well, we'll just barbecue whatever I find on the road outside.
Barbecue some moose.
Moose, yeah.
Yeah. Don't catch a moose.
Catch a moose. Take your lasso out. Yeehaw!
Yeah, we got moose around here. And deer.
Oh, barbecue some nice piece of venison. Oh.
Yeah, I think it might be hamburgers.
I up for the venison.
Posh fucker.
Yeah, you would too if you could.
Well, we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, they'll have fun.
Right.
You bet.
Take care, Adele.
Enjoy your dinner.
Enjoy your dinner.
Will do.
Enjoy your burgers
And your venison.
and your moose.
And he's gone.
That's my biggest regret about when I was in Canada, is I was there for 2 weeks and I didn't see a moose.
They don't walk through the streets of Toronto or Montreal. You don't know. You do know that, don't you?
I spent most of the time out kind of not in the towns and stuff. Didn't see any. Quite disappointing, actually.
It scarred you for life.
You get a moose about the hoose in Scotland, though, Gav.
We moose loose about this hoose. To be fair, though, some Canadians speak exactly the same way as that. So, except when they say it, usually means there's an actual moose loose about the house.
Yeah.
6 foot tall and antlers the size of a small car.
So, Rodney, if you're watching, I apologize. I'm not taking the piss, but your accent was amazing last week. I didn't realize Rodney spoke with that accent.
Like proper Canadian. Not like
I struggled to understand him. I don't know about anyone else.
Well, I just wanted to say, you struggled to understand him. Guess what I did?
Understood it?
Out.
No, I really went.
Ooh.
What did he say? Oh, I think he said this.
Apparently, Meng have released a set of modern German tank figures. That could be quite useful if you're doing a Leopard.
You just done one.
I know. It was Swedish anyway. And I do have a German one, but it's already done. I've got a German PZH 2000 as well. but it's done. There was some dropped off at the Air Cadet Squadron the other night by outside it up the road, which is linked to our one. So I was looking through them, and there's a bunch of. I mean, there's like they're all unstarted. There's like a 172nd Airfix Lightning. There's an old 72nd Russian truck thing or something, a bunch of other wee things. But a Tallery Elephant, the Revel German Dingo thing, I think it is, like one of their kind of wheeled armored things.
Weasel.
Anyway, I was looking through it, and it's all there. And actually, it was quite a cool looking kit. I tempted to just steal this and have it myself. I said to the boss, I was like, would anyone notice if this went missing? He was like, yeah. I was just like, nah, you wouldn't.
Now he would, because now he's
he'll not even look. So it's way in the modeling cupboard. He'll not even look. So I'm kind of tempted to have away with it.
Gab, you shouldn't have said anything. You should just taken it.
Well, I mean, it's a bit of a pig ugly
If
looking
you're
thing,
that
but
way,
it was quite a cool looking kit, actually, though. It had some, whoever had bought it, I think this guy from the other squadron who bought it or dropped it, it had some aftermarket decals with it. I think it had some, excuse me, German, like, ISAF decals and stuff with it, which is quite cool. So I may actually just steal it because, like, I don't think they'll notice. And frankly, none of the fucking cadets will ever build it. They're all a bit shite.
I may, in a public forum, admit I'm going to steal it.
Appropriate is the word then.
Redistribute.
Yes, I'm going to bring it home as the person responsible for running the air modeling project. I'm going to bring the model kit home to ensure that all the parts are there, such
For
that
safekeeping.
should a cadet ever wish to build it, I would be able to say, yes, all the parts in this kit were there when I built it.
And when you request its return, I shall return it in the same state that I took it from.
Yeah, it was already built when I found it. Honestly. I don't know what you're talking about. This is my own one. I don't know where the one from the squadron went. Somebody else must have had away with it.
I just took
Blame
it for
the
reference.
cadets. It was one of the fucking cadets, Stephen Little Toe Rags. I don't think I'll steal it. However, it's probably not a very expensive kit because it is a Revel kit. So I may actually just buy myself one. Because I had looked through it and it actually looks quite cool.
Well, you could borrow the one in the cadets to take home in the SAS.
No, it's shit. I'm not even going to bother. Just put it back again. Half built. I mean, it's a bit of a pig ugly fucking thing, but you could probably put it onto quite a cool wee diorama with some figures or something, make quite a cool kind of wee, you know, Afghanistan diorama or something. Would probably look quite good alongside the Boxer actually as well.
They got one of those there.
No. To be fair, they don't really do armor either. I mean, they are air cadets. So the chances of it ever actually getting built in the squadron are pretty fucking slim.
This is the thing you started.
Oh no, I mean, there's been modelling done by the air cadets in the squadron for years. I mean, so
we talked about it one night, didn't we? You were saying about how they started a modelling club and stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, the cadets have done modelling in the squadron since when I was a cadet there, and from before even. It's something that a lot of air cadet squadrons do as one of the activities they offer, because of the links to aviation and stuff that the air cadets have. and it's probably done in different sort of levels of seriousness or whatever in different squadrons, of course, but that's partly depending on, you know, who they have staff-wise to run the project, as well as the rest of the cadets themselves. So you might not know him, but you remember Lenny, don't you, Seb?
Yeah.
He does it as well at a squadron in Stockport. He does the same thing I do,
Okay.
and runs their modelling, you know, project, as well as doing other things around the squadron. But that's what he does. Is that, I mean, as we all know, you know, of course, none of the cadets are that good. They're all very basic modelers, so they're all painting everything with a brush, and they're not using particularly advanced things for cleaning up the models, and they build the models with, you know, with gaps and whatever in them. But in the end, that's okay, because kind of that's how you learn. And I'm not, I mean, as much as I'm not there to say you're doing all this wrong and you should be building absolute perfect models. I mean, some of these kids are like 13 years old.
So you're doing it wrong.
So I'm there to help them and kind of, you know, and guide them and give them some advice and whatever. But in the end, you know, they'll build things how they want to build it, and that's all that's kind of all that's important, really, at least in my eyes. But the problem I have is the time, and especially when you're younger and newer at it, you know, you don't do things particularly quickly. And my intention is that there's a competition for the models, which is held at wing level. So there's a whole bunch of squadrons that make up a wing, and then several wings make up the region. So for our wing, there's the wing competition is in August, I think.
Is it on the curriculum, as it were?
Yeah, it is. I think, yeah.
As an air cadet, well, not modelling, but is it part of the curriculum or part of your being as an air cadet?
Yeah, I mean, it's a choice.
Do you
You
know what I
don't
mean?
have to do it, but it's one. Yes. So it's a thing that's on offer.
Right.
You know, is encouraged or whatever. But we have several different projects. So, I mean, our squadron, our projects, there's some do some media stuff. There's a flight simulator project. There's RC modeling. I think there's a robots project as well. There's.
So it's not just something you're making up. It's actually something that the higher beings say.
Oh yeah.
Do
I
this
mean,
if
as
you
I
fancy it.
said, there's a full competition for modeling.
Oh, right.
Held at wing level, and then if you do well at that, you go forward to the region. So, for example, our wing is, I think it used to be Dundee in Central Scotland, but it's just called Central Scotland Wing. And I think within that wing there's, I don't know, somewhere around 10, 15 squadrons maybe. So there's a competition for various things, including models and stuff, held every year between those squadrons. And then if you do, I don't know exactly, but if I remember, like a certain proportion of those who do well will progress to the region, and the region for us is Scotland and Northern Ireland. So all the Air Cadet squadrons in Scotland and Northern Ireland are in that one region. I think there's 6 regions in the UK. It makes up the whole air training corps. So yeah, so I'm just there to kind of run this project, which, I mean, it was running anyway, and so it's not a new thing. But you know, the guy who's doing it model himself that much and things, and isn't able to attend the squadron all the time. So I think they kind of wanted somebody who maybe was more into the modelling side of it anyway themselves, because obviously then potentially that makes you a somewhat more interested party for doing it. Not necessarily better, just maybe more interested. And so yeah, but the problem is the wing competition is in like August, and cadets is on twice a week, but we don't do projects all the time. We do projects maybe like once every second week. And usually they're doing something else on that night as well. So they'll spend the first half of the night out doing drill or something, and then they come in, they have their canteen break, and then they'll get their stuff out for their modelling project, But by the time they're set up for that, there's only like, they only sit down to do any modelling for 20 minutes, half an hour tops, and then they've got to pack it all away again. So they're only really getting 20 minutes, half an hour of modelling time every 2 weeks, if you're lucky. Sometimes it's longer than that if there's other things on, because they do a fuckload of stuff. They do a whole load of stuff, and there's not enough time really to do all of it as regularly as you would like
to.
Which is a common problem around all the squadrons. I mean, I was speaking to Lenny about it the other week, and saying to him, I was like, how the hell do you guys do it? And, do you have, does your squadron put more time and effort into it than maybe ours does? And he was like, no, I get hardly any time with them to do it either because there's so much other stuff going on. So, but because of that, it means that although August sounds like it's quite a long time away, in terms of modelling time they've got, it's probably only a couple of hours tops. So the chances of them finishing models to enter into that competition, which as the person leading that project is my aim for them, is to have as many of them enter the competition. Because even if they don't do well, the whole thing works towards points for the squadron, and that all helps for the kind of the standing and the ranking of the squadron compared to other ones. And there is a bit of a friendly rivalry between the squadrons and stuff. You want to be the best squadron in the wing. And how you do that is based on having loads of the things the cadets can do. It helps if you do well at them, but failing that, even entering gets you points and stuff.
Is it
so?
Gav, does it work a bit like the Scouts?
A little bit. I mean, in the end, yes, it's a youth organisation. It's
well, yeah, I wouldn't compare it to the military, so I'm saying it's a bit like Scout orientated.
No, it is more military orientated.
Well, yeah, in the sense of what it is,
but yes, I mean, in the end, it is a youth organisation, so it is a thing for young people to gain some skills and some experience and experience things that they wouldn't otherwise do outside of that organisation. I mean, I don't know of any other youth organisation that allows, maybe there isn't, allows 14-year-olds to go and fly an airplane.
Play with guns.
And go and shoot guns and go on camps to military bases and run around doing night exes and do all the things they get to do. I mean, as I said, I was a cadet myself in the same squadron I'm at now, and I had a great time. And I was only there for maybe 3 years or something, and some people stay a lot longer, but I had a great time while I was there. It was brilliant. That's how I've been able to go back, is because I still kept in contact with some of the people who I was a cadet with, and that was 12 years ago that I left the cadets. So yeah, it's. But the problem is nowadays is that some of the, I don't know, it's different now, and I do find it a little difficult because it's different now compared to when I was a cadet. Say it because you kind of want to hope that there's still some who are not, and there are some, but generally kids don't seem to care quite so much nowadays about things.
Everything's different when you're younger.
Well, of course. The difficulty as well, I mean, for example, the guy who runs the squadron, he was a cadet when I was a cadet, and he's been running the squadron now for a number of years, and is he's an air cadet officer now and stuff. And the squadron adjutant, she was a cadet when I was a cadet there and stuff. So I've known them for a long time, and they're still there and still involved in running it. So they know exactly what it was like when we were there as cadets and how different it is now, because they've been through that entire process.
That's just called getting old.
Well, it is a bit, but I mean, it genuinely is different though. For example, so when I was a cadet, we were a pretty big squadron. I mean, on the books I think we probably had in excess of 40 or 50 cadets on the books at the time, which was a lot. It made us one of the biggest squadrons in the wing. And we wouldn't regularly have that many cadets attending the squadron, but that's how many we had that were registered as cadets at the time. Whereas now, we have 20, if that.
I guess what
so
you're saying you're about 30, yeah.
Well, when I was a cadet, we had about 30. Like, we must have easily had
your
40 or
age.
50. 29 now, so
Yeah. So they extrapolate probably. When I was 30, there was probably about 70 or 80 of them.
Well, no, I don't think so, because I don't know. I think it's just because it is different. I mean,
What I'm getting at is interest change, especially these days.
Well,
with the internet and
yeah,
computers and all that shit.
I think exactly, and I think that's probably partly what it is because when I was a cadet, I mean, I don't even remember if I even had a mobile phone. I probably did, but it was literally so that you could call your mum to come pick you up. You know, and so we would agree at some point beforehand, right? Yeah, we'll go out into town this weekend and we'll meet at this time, and that's what you did. You know, and because we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have YouTube, we didn't have our own computers, we didn't have smartphones and all this kind of stuff. So, your interests were still much more out and about in the real world, so to speak.
You're saying that.
Whereas now,
it's open, mate.
The kids don't need to leave their houses to get the same kind of level of interest and entertainment.
Yeah,
I was kind of curious if he knows that you're a little bit older than him now, because he's talking to a 16-year-old.
Oh, Gav's a little bit older than me. Yeah, Gav's definitely older than me.
Yeah,
I'm older than you, am I? Yeah.
definitely in mind.
So being back, but it is a bit different. But the trouble is as well is because there is so many things for the cadets to do and so many things that they kind of should be involved in, and so many opportunities, but there is so few of them compared to, as I said, when I was there.
Well, that's what I was getting at, because the kids, I mean, it's all about computers these days. I mean, we all sat here on computers, but
yeah,
when I was a kid,
fuck
me, it was. Well, I'd never heard of a computer when I was a kid, to be honest. So you joined things like the Air Cadets and the Scouts and Sea Scouts because there was nothing else to do. Not to be rude about it, but there was nothing else to do because so you did it for an interest and it gave you something to do. Whereas kind of these days, that's missing, I think.
Yeah, and it is, and it makes it difficult to keep numbers up for organisations like the Scouts. And I'm fairly sure that the Scouts are probably going through the same thing we are at the Cadets, which is, getting young people to join in to commit to it. And even if they join, the commitment level of them is so much lower as well. And it is difficult because in the end, they are kids, and so to go and do things for with the Cadets as of a weekend or whenever a lot of these events are on and stuff, it's not something they can go to themselves. I mean, they can. They go with the Cadets, but they need to be taken places by their parents, or they ultimately still need their parents' permission to go to these things.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff like going on camps and whatever, there is a cost involved in that, which of course the cadet doesn't pay because they're 13 years old. The parents have to pay for that. So it's not just the cadets. The cadet as an individual could be incredibly enthusiastic about doing a lot of the things that are on offer, but their parents may not be in a position to, afford that sort of extra expense for some of the activities, or have the time to be carting their kid around every Saturday off to things and whatever. I mean, so there of course is that side of things, but the biggest thing we found is that because the cadet numbers are lower, but the amount of activities and things they can be involved in, and we want them to be involved in for their own sake, is so high. Well, it's so high is that, a lot of things don't cost anything extra because they pay subs to the squadron anyway, which covers a lot of that. And the Air Cadet organisation is relatively well funded anyway because a lot of the funding for it does come from the RAF.
Oh, really?
I think. Yeah, we are official. As much as we are a youth organisation, we are officially affiliated to the RAF. we are recognised and supported by the actual RAF. So, you know, but individually, I think each cadet has to take on a bit more than we used to because there's less of them. You know, so in order to kind of keep the squadron doing and involved in all these things, cadets on an individual level, yeah, they kind of have to commit to quite a bit more activities each than maybe I did when I was a cadet, because we could get away with only doing one or two things as one because it was fine. There was umpteen other people that would do it instead, and it was all okay because ultimately it meant that the squadron had, you know, the representation it needed. I mean, there's a bag packing on this weekend, and it was like pulling teeth trying to get the cadets to go down and help out. In the end, you know, that's for them. That's not a staff thing. It's for the cadets. It's for the cadets to raise money, some extra money for the squadron, so that they can keep going and doing the activities they want to do, and you know, it keeps the minibus running so we can take them places. And all these
probably don't
things,
give a fuck, do they? So.
Well, no.
Or yeah.
I mean, it is a lot. It is actually quite a lot to ask of them, I must admit. And sometimes I kind of, you know, the boss is saying, you know, we need people to be signing up for this, that, and the other, and it's like, you know, there's already this backpack on the weekend, and within the next sort of 2 weeks, there's like 3 other events that, you know, the cadets should need to go to. There's some volunteering at food bank to do. There's a gala in the town the cadets are based in, which is really important and a good kind of PR thing for the squadron to do. So they need cadets to go down to that. There's the Great Scottish Walk or something, and you know, the cadets have to provide, you know, marshals and things to help out at that. So they need to go and, you know, help out.
Well, as you say, there's less than you.
Well, that's what I mean, exactly. So
there's less to volunteer.
There's less
to cop out.
Yeah, and they are also young people, and I'm fairly sure as much as they're interested in that, they probably don't want to spend every weekend doing cadet things, which I think is kind of understandable. It's not helped as well is that the slightly older cadets have got they've got their exams on just now. It's exam time here. You know, so understandably, a lot of them are not necessarily attending the squadron quite so often just now, and you know, at weekends they're busy studying for their exams the following week and stuff. And you know, some of the staff are like, you know, we understand you've got exams. We've all been there. We were all cadets while doing exams as well. And it's sort of like, you know, but I'm fairly sure you can spare a couple of hours on a Saturday morning to come do bag packing for just a couple of hours and then go home again. We don't need you all day. And she kind of does have a point. But at the same time, it might not be that the cadet doesn't want to do it. Their parents may decide that they should really be studying for their future rather than packing bags for a couple of hours in Asda. You know, and that's the slightly difficult thing, you know, because it's, you know, it's not the parents' organisation, but the parents probably do have quite an influence as to whether some of the cadets do or don't.
It's a good thing these things are surviving, though. Yeah, but there must be a dying entity.
Well, yeah, a little bit. I mean, yeah, and you can see it in some places, because what happens is sometimes if a squadron gets too small in terms of numbers, what happens is it usually gets pulled into the organizational structure of a nearby squadron who are bigger, but they will still meet in the same place as they have done, but they come under the organization of another squadron and they get called a detached flight. So they're not their own air cadet squadron, they become a detached flight of a bigger squadron. And it's a way of keeping the cadets who are there, because in the end, you know, you don't want to kind of say to them, you know, sorry, we can't provide this because there's only 3 of you. You know, so they make them a detached flight of another squadron so they can help out, you know, they can kind of come under the financial umbrella and whatever of that. And we've got one. So up the road from here is a town called Kinross. They used to have their own squadron. It was Kinross Squadron. And I think, it got too small or something anyway, and it became a detached flight of our squadron. So it's now 1145, which is our squadron number, is 1145 DF rather than its own squadron. But then we keep threatening our cadets if they don't do stuff and and help the squadron, help keep representing the squadron at things and whatever, that eventually we'll probably become a detached flight of like Dalgety Base Squadron or something, which is pretty embarrassing. So, but yeah, it is just because there genuinely seems to be around who are willing to kind of commit, and it is quite a big commitment actually. It does take up quite a bit of your time, but you can't do it forever. You can't be a cadet any longer than you stop being a cadet at 18 anyway.
Or you can sit there and play World of Tanks or whatever. That's
I mean, it is only it is only 2 nights a week, and some stuff at some weekends.
No, I know, but you tell that to my nephew. My nephew sits in front of his TV playing computer games, apparently. And that's his week. What's he, 18? Yeah, 18.
Is Jan asleep?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Sarah's
is.
not you that's falling asleep anymore.
Yeah, and he's asleep, yeah.
Sir?
It's usually Sarah that falls asleep.
You're the boss of this hangout. You have a member asleep, sir.
Yeah, I see it. It's not only me. Yay!
Just clicked on his face, yeah, he was fast asleep.
Jan.
I really wish that you could have a hangout stick that you could poke people with.
Comes out the screen and pokes him in the face.
Like a virtual stick.
Look what you've done.
Yes. What?
Know what you've done, Gav?
That's my fault, Mickey. My fault, not Gav's.
You talked me into sleep, really?
Yeah. I'm that dull.
Look at him. He's well away, isn't he?
Yeah. He's off to La La Land.
Dreaming, any about dioramas. That's what he's doing.
Must be one hell of a nightmare then.
No. He's got the book now. Whose clock is that?
I think Chucky's, I believe.
Yeah, it's not mine.
Oh no, that's Jan's, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking suits him sat there like Grandad, isn't he?
Should we take bets on how long till he falls out of his chair?
Nah.
He's not awake yet. You look so comfy there.
He probably
blame
is.
it. Their fault. Oh, movement. Here we go.
Hey, good morning, Jan.
What? Where
I
am
think it's time for you to go to bed.
I think so too. I have been listening, so.
Yeah.
Just with the television, listening to the commercials.
Yep. Doing that as well.
I was just resting my eyes.
I was. I need resting after being awake for 20 hours. Hey, so I might start that, what was it, sickle?
Sorry?
The sickle for the Russian build.
Yeah.
He's wide awake now.
Yeah. Wife's still downstairs cooking and baking.
Damn.
Just cooking
Right.
and baking.
She's having a few friends round tomorrow, to say.
A few.
Yeah. We're feeling.
Does that mean
let's
you're
get
spending
together. This thing.
tomorrow hiding in your mansion?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The flying dildo.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Topper M. Do you know, just before this hangout, I was watching videos of those things launching. I've still got a video open actually, just because they're cool.
Yeah, I might start on that thing.
Oh shit and fuck.
No rules apply, Seb.
Sorry?
Normal rules apply. Must be unopened to join the SIG, the GB.
It's just a body build.
Just a bodybuilder, is it?
There's no GB.
There's no GB, no SIG. It's not worth it. So at least that's what we hear. That's what we hear.
Is this all right for me to do, Sam?
Yeah, of course. It's Russian.
Big. Most Russian stuff is pretty big.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, where is it? Right. This is the best bit. I bought a metal barrel for this kit. Look at the size of that fucking thing.
Wait, what? Where? Give me a sec. What's that for?
It's the gun barrel.
It's
From a
it's
what?
the barrel for this thing.
Holy
For the
shit.
2S7.
Wow.
Hold on. I'll actually put it together.
Oh, damn.
It is.
Don't let your missus see that.
You.
He's got a tape measure.
It is 20. Well, the actual exposed bit, once the wee mountain lug's hidden away, is 20 centimeters.
Yeah, that's not small.
If you said inches, I'd have been impressed.
In fact, it's just shorter than the length of the hull.
Cool.
Too many innuendos there, Gav.
Innuendo.
Exactly.
You sure would like that.
Gay again.
Okay then, so maybe I will make a start on that.
Maybe. You think it's an option?
In that case, I think what I'm gonna do is. Oops.
Hi.
I'm gonna put the lightning away for now. Bye bye, lightning.
Does anyone watch Simon Kemp on YouTube?
I am actually subscribed to him, but I don't watch it very often.
No, I'm just listening to you. I'm just wondering if that guy ever finishes anything. He's got about 300 bills on the go at the moment, I reckon.
Right. Left. Right. Left.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
Come on, shake your tail feather. Bored now.
Because you
Starting as a kit.
I'm not starting a kit at 20 past midnight
why not?
because I'm old or something.
You're the youngest
Go to
here,
my bed.
so fuck off.
Go to my bed soon. I can't start anything at this time of night.
Anyway, guys, I am going to call it a night.
Took you long enough.
Right.
Hey, good night, Jan.
20 hours up. Not bad. So, see you guys.
Don't start complaining to me.
I'm not complaining to you.
Cheers, Jan.
Good night, Jan.
Yeah, speak to you again soon, guys. Good night.
Yeah.
There you go. That tank looks quite small, actually, Seb.
Which one?
255.
It's a small tank.
The one you doesn't look
It's a,
very
small,
big, really.
it's a very small tank.
It's a small tank after all.
Small, but very, very lot of them I got produced.
Very well formed.
Small but perfectly formed.
It's not of the size of the boat that matters. It's the motion in the ocean.
Okay, again.
Gay Gav. Why is he gay again?
Really again?
on.
Sounds like you're fighting with that bit, Seb.
Yeah, it's not really smart engineered this part. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back down, bitch. On your knees. And it being almost 1:30 again, I'm gonna say good night to our 6 viewers. And yeah, I could what's it called? Now I'm drawing a blank here.
You could.
I could quote somebody about the ups and or the thumbs up and thumbs down and trolling and stuff, but something about calling a kettle black. I think that is so. Good night.